So I wanted to start off by showing you guys the old camera app. So this is my Moto X Pure Edition here, and this is the old camera app here. As you can see, there's no tap to focus. It's just touch and you take the picture. And this is actually one of the best camera apps I've used because honestly, I don't need a shutter button all the time. And this app made using a phone one-handed. Like let's say you're busy or something like that, your hands are full. You have one hand, boom, you do the gesture, and boom, you take the picture, and boom, you tap the screen and you take a picture. It's that quick. You need to zoom in, swipe up. Like LG's the G5, they had the camera module. Essentially, it just helped you do this. You know, it helped you launch the camera faster. It helped you have good grip, which, as you can see, this is good grip here. And I can use it one-handed. It made it easier to use one-handed. Hey B, what's good? What's good? Yeah. But anyways, yeah. And then of course you slide to the left and you got your little wheel here. Of course, same thing as last time. Usually it'll come with widescreen and you can change it to standard. No pro mode on this one. And something I do like is the fact that when you switch to the gallery, you can, this one has no fingerprints, so there's no reason as you want to be able to keep going. But if you need to delete something, you just, let's do this one because this is like a blurry picture I think earlier. You just slide up and it's deleted. Just like that. Very quickly for it to be just gone, and you can undo it if anything. So that was one of my favorite things. So the Motorola gallery is gone on the Turbo 2. Oh, and another thing, of course, too, in the old one too, you could scan barcodes, and you can also scan contact cards. So let me show you how that works if you've never seen it before. I think this is one of the most useful features, and for some reason it doesn't work on the Turbo 2. So you just hold on, let it focus, and then you could add to contacts, send email, view website, all that straight from the phone. Awesome feature. And let's do the add to contacts. And it doesn't always get the information right, but for the most part it does. So it has the name, has the email address, and everything. So the more information they have on the card, the more you'll see on the phone. Now, for some reason, I'm not sure why, that was taken out of this. So this is the new camera app. So same way, you do your gesture, launch the camera. Now this one I have is set up with tap to focus right now, but you can change it. So you can tap anywhere to focus, and of course you have a little exposure wheel here if you want to raise the exposure or you want to lower it. Swiping will bring it to your gallery. So let's say I take one. This is something I really do like here. My phone is locked right now, but boom. And I can keep on going and look, and I can look at my old pictures. This camera is awesome, by the way. Both cameras are awesome, but of course this one is better. So let's go back to the camera, and oh yeah. So I did switch my gallery app for this one, so I can get this as well. So when I go back, I can't go back to the camera. I have to hit the back button. But it's because of Google Photos. So Google Photos is freaking awesome, but I'll get to that later. And I'll let you guys know why I switched the gallery app that it just goes to. So, of course, you have your HDR here, flash, and timer. You can put that on. I usually leave this on auto. If you're trying to save battery life, you can turn it off. Of course, here you got shutter sound that you can turn on and off, quick capture. If you have an SD card, you can change it from the phone to the SD card. Save location, that's if you want to geotag your pictures, so that way you know where you took the pictures. Here, this is going to come out of the box at 16.1 megapixels at a 16:9. So of course you do get more, but you don't get the full 21 megapixels. So I like to get the full 21, so I put it over here. And of course you have 4:3 for 13 and 8. Same thing for video size, you can go up to 4K. Awesome thing on this one, you don't have to switch back and forth. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Something that you had to be, like whenever you left the camera app in the old one, you'd have to put it back on 4K. So that was fixed, and strangely enough, MKBHD made a big deal on this with the Moto X Pure Edition, not with the Moto X Second Gen actually. But when he did the video on the iPhone, which you have to do way more work, he didn't even mention it. Man, it's all good though. And then of course, if you keep on going, you have shutter type. So this is where you can do tap anywhere, which is dope. So if you're a type of person that likes to take pictures really quick, just do the tap anywhere, because if you're one-handed and everything, you can just tap anywhere to take the picture, and it's awesome. And this camera focuses very well, so it'll work out for you. And you can always hit here for a quick tutorial. So let's say you kind of skip the tutorial at first and you're kind of confused on how to use it, you could do that. But then again, I'm kind of giving you a tutorial right now. And then of course you have here, you can switch to the front camera, but you actually don't have to do this often. Look at that quality, man. Yeah, I'm too lazy to take this off because I lost the lanyard, so I just like left it here for me to like hold on to it. But yeah, cool. But the cool thing about this one, I love Motorola, man. You just kind of do this while you're in the camera app, and it goes from back to front. So big ups on Motorola for that. And up here, this way switches. So that's video mode right there. You can just start the video, and then you have your flash here if you need it on or off, and then you have stabilization. Actually, I never actually used that. So you can turn that off as well. I guess maybe if you have it on a tripod, you could turn the stabilization off, and HDR as well. Yes, HDR on video. So you can do 4K video with HDR. Man, this camera is great. Then you have your panorama, which I haven't messed around with yet. Don't really do them that much. Here is slow motion. And here is your pro mode. So if you go this way, you can actually just mess with the exposure here, ISO, shutter speed, white balance, and focus. So you get the full manual focus. But this camera does pretty well even without the pro mode. And let's say you're taking pictures at night, the night mode will kick in, which is pretty helpful. So that's the camera app in a nutshell right there. And so there's no more Motorola Gallery, but Google Photos is still pretty awesome, and I'm starting to use it more and more. And as you can see if I can find a picture. A feature that Motorola had before is best shot. So it'll actually take pictures right before and right after, and if it takes a better picture for you, it'll actually recommend. So this is the initial picture, and this is the picture that I picked. So as you can see, it's a little bit more balanced. Every now and then it does pick a worse picture, but for the most part it'll do both, and then you can actually click here and you can say keep only one, or you can create an animation with it. So that's pretty cool. Like, they baked that right into Google Photos. I don't believe that's actually a Google Photos feature. It's because the Motorola Gallery is like part of Google Photos now, which is dope. Because show you here, actually we need to go to the gallery itself. So if you go to the gallery here, you have camera roll, albums, you have highlight reel, and video. So, and then you have tag someone. So this is these are all things that Google Photos already does. So Motorola chose to just kind of, you know what, we're gonna stop this and bake it right into Google Photos, give you guys one less app, so no duplicates. Because as you can see on this phone, you have Google Messenger, you have Google Calendar, you have Google Calculator, Google Keyboard. It's all Google. So Motorola is letting what Google do, and they just add their stuff to it, which is a good thing. And there are some little bad things with it. Like for instance, there's no more. Well, I'll get to that later. But yeah, so as you can see, you can still scan barcodes with this phone. See if we can get it. Right there. And I like the way it was before. You can copy it to your clipboard, or you can just search for it. And there you go. But I have not been able to get this to work, unfortunately, which sucks. So no, I can't do contact cards. Now, I did just recently download the Moto G4 camera, because there's a link, you can download that. And let me show you guys. Where'd I put it? So I took a screenshot, and this is when I installed the Moto Cam, it's going to be called. This is how you can get the Motorola camera, the new one, to work on any phone. So you have the barcode scanner here, you have the QR code scanner, and it also mentions the contacts, but I can't get it to work. So hopefully Motorola will bring that feature back to this one, because it's very useful, especially nowadays when everyone's having their own business. If they give you a business card, and if you really like that person, you don't want to lose it, you can just, you know, turn on your camera, add their contacts right away. So simple, so quick, so easy. One of the awesome features. I wish they bring it back. So this is the one I'm using right now, the cam right here. I'll give you guys the link. And the reason why I downloaded this, it's like essentially it's the same camera. It's the one from the Moto G4 Plus. So all the same features, pro mode, everything works on here as far as I've seen so far. And the reason I did that is because you can also use the power button to launch the camera as well. So if you do that twice, if I do it twice, I will launch that other camera. The reason why I have the other camera is I actually have this one set up to just tap anywhere to take a picture. So if I'm like in a hurry or something like that and I want to take a picture real quick and I only have one hand, I'll just do the double tap instead of the gesture and take the picture right away. And then the gallery app that I'm using is the one that's, I think it's on Lenovo devices now. It's very similar to the gallery app of old Motorola, but I have not been able to get that one to work. And the reason why I have this one is because it's a more simple view, and you get to do this. You get to do that. So I love to really quickly, especially so like when I take a picture and I go to my gallery, you know, I can just keep going and I can just delete. I can delete the ones right away, really quickly. Rather than Google Photos, you have to like hit the delete button and then like one by one. It's annoying, but otherwise in Google Photos, you can just hold here and then just keep scrolling, which is dope. But if you're in the middle of taking a picture, it's quicker if you just want to delete one real quick. So that was my comparison between the old and the new. I'll see you guys in the next one, and if you have any questions, hit me up in the comment section below. Later. And remember, it's all about love, guys. It's always about love. If you can love yourself, you'll be able to love others. You will be able to change the world. You'll be able to change your world drastically. And you can wake up smiling. It's a great feeling. All right, time to go to work.